And you're live.
Hey guys, Donnie here on Hunger for Hope, and I got with me Timmy.
Oh, big time Tim Cudgers. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, man? Great to see you, Tim. We haven't been seeing each other a lot because of everything going on.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's
I wish I
awesome
could
to
say the
see you.
same, but it has been a while.
Do you miss me big time?
Sure.
What do you miss about me most?
Your gold chain. Definitely miss the gold chain.
The gold chain. You missed that. You want me to buy you a gold chain?
I mean, yeah, it would go good with my windbreaker on nights out.
Now, Tim, last time we saw each other in person at the studio, me and you, we talked about a guest, and you weren't too happy about me bringing this guy on. And you get over that? We were going to, what was that guy's name? Johnny the Grill? Was that guy Johnny the Grill? You told me, you were upset. I reached out, told me he was one of Tim's buddies from Kensington. That's a tough time, but I felt the show needed a guy like Johnny the Grill. He's a cook now, right? Where's he cook at again?
Wasn't it the Chenzios?
No, that's your other buddy. But Tim was upset, and sometimes that happens on the show. We like to bring up pretty edgy characters, and Tim didn't feel comfortable bringing on Johnny the Grill. What do you think, Mike? Do you think we should bring Johnny the Grill on?
I think you should bring anybody and everybody you could possibly get on. All the guests should be knocking down the door.
Johnny used to be a crack. He used to cook crack, and then he took that trade and bettered his life. And now he works at a pizza shop, I think.
He started on the corner. Now he's here.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool story. You talk to the guy. He's not all there, brother, but. Guy goes from cooking crack in Kensington to now he's at a pretty fancy pizza shop. They take card. They're not just cash.
Do they take Amex, so?
Yeah. I think they even sell drugs out of the back, but that's not here or there, brother. Mike, great to see you.
Great to see you guys. Tim, do you have Verizon because your phone keeps on cutting out?
I mean, it did because somebody called me. I figured I had to put the thing on Do Not Disturb so the phone calls don't.
That is the number one thing people need to learn during this whole pandemic is when you're video chatting, make sure your phone is set to Do Not Receive Phone Calls.
Well, see, here's the thing, Mike. I never fail in life, right? Everything that I do wrong is just a lesson learned.
There you go.
You could say
Tim, I like your attitude. I need some of that motivation.
Some hope? Are you hungry for it?
I'm hungry, brother. Speaking of hungry, I did see your brother Johnny the Grill, your friend. This pizza don't taste like pizza. It kind of tastes like crack.
What does crack taste like?
I don't know.
What does crack taste like?
Did you tell him to stop texting me or Facebook messaging me for $20? Like, I'm not going to keep doing it. He doesn't even have
you're starting a wrestling promotion.
He doesn't even have Venmo. You got a Western Union. You're seasoned.
He knows you're starting a wrestling promotion. You're going to have all these shady characters from Kensington of your days of yesterday coming out.
I figure he could be a referee or something. He calls it how he sees it.
You think he could be a referee?
Yeah, as long as you don't let him near the money. You can't go near the money.
That's not a good sign. I thought the guy turned his life around. Went from cooking crack to cooking pizza. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I mean, pizza too. He stayed in the same realm of like the job profession. He stays cooking.
No, that's awesome. That's like the drug dealers. My buddy was just telling me earlier. He knew this drug dealer got his life together. Now he sells cars. Yeah, my buddy Danny Diamond was telling me that. Thank you, Danny. That's awesome. He still sells the drugs, but he sells the cars too now. So you can get like drugs with cars.
Jesus Christ!
I was gonna say, either way, you still make more money selling crack.
Because who wants to go to their drug dealer and their car dealer? You can do it all at once.
Roddy, I got a question for you. Since you're such a food guy, you love your food, you love your cheesesteaks, you love your pizza, and the internet always has this nonstop battle about. I don't think we ever discussed it in the studio. Maybe we did. Pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
You ever kick a baby, Mike?
I've thought about it. I've never done it.
I'd rather you kick a baby than eat pineapple on pizza. Are you crazy? Are you stupid? This Corona baloney got you going nuts. What are you? We're going to find a new studio. Pineapple on pizza. What's next? I'd rather put crack rocks on it.
So if there was a baby sitting on the floor and a pizza with pineapple next to it, and I had to go,
I'm kicking the baby, Mike.
See, even Hazel, pineapple pizza.
The Latin lover has spoken. He loves it.
Oh, look,
it's funny.
Laura says it's gross.
You know this? Hazel, Latin lover, Roche just told us he likes it. No, what he told me earlier, I got him cheesesteaks. You know, he told me he was thinking about, when he was in the hospital, this guy's on his deathbed. The story's amazing. I love this story, man. 20% of living. His mom's on the floor below him. His daughter's homesick. And he's thinking about my cheesesteaks. And he's like, Donnie, I wish I, would have ate some cheesesteaks. So I sent him and the family some cheesesteaks from Joe's Steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be called Chinks. It's on Torresdale Ave, Northeast Philly. They got one in Fishtown, too. And, the mom was pretty happy with it, but him and the daughter, they weren't too happy. I think they forgot to put the fried onions on it. Now, I said the fried. First off, it took 2 hours to get to him.
Oh my God, 2 hours!
This guy just fought for his life, and these people were joking around. I think Johnny the Grill might be the delivery guy.
He does do Grubhub too.
So I love Joe's Steaks. It's definitely going to be one of the ones we're talking about when we get back to normal and do our top 5. They used to be called Chinks. They changed the name to be politically correct, so a lot of people don't even know about them.
I mean, everybody still calls them Chinks, though. Does anybody call Philadelphia? I still call Franklin Mills Franklin Mills. But some people, I guess they renamed it Philadelphia Mills. Some institutions, you just can't change their name.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know, but Joe's Steaks, my boy, the Latin lover, I'm going to have him try it again.
Yeah.
He said they didn't put ketchup and mayonnaise on it. I tried to tell him you could put this stuff on yourself.
And look, anybody who puts mayonnaise on a cheesesteak is a heathen, and I don't want to talk to them.
Kick a baby before you do that.
Put what, mayonnaise?
Johnny the Grill, he's fired.
Who puts mayonnaise on a fucking cheesesteak?
A sociopath, Mike. That's who does.
You know they do it, Mike. You ever hear Mac Steaks?
No.
It's in Germantown. Me and Tim went there.
They have Lion's Head on tap.
Tim actually
wait. I'm sorry. I love this topic. It has to have ketchup and mayo. What?
Max's does just mayo.
My head just friggin' exploded. If somebody puts ketchup and mayo on a cheesesteak, I'm taking it out of their hand. I'm throwing it in the trash.
You're going to kick the baby. You're going to kick the baby.
I'll kick their baby and throw it in the trash. And I'll be like, you did this to yourself.
I'm not going to say if you put that on there, you're a piece of shit. But, I mean, there's similarities. That's all I'm saying.
So, Tim, tell them about the place we went. This place is called Mac Steaks. That's their specialty. When we go to these places, we ask them what their specialty is, and that's what we get. Max's was on Creed 2, the Rocky movie.
Yeah,
they're on This Is Us. They're pretty famous.
Establishment in Germantown.
Tim's been there before. I didn't know. So, Tim picks me up, and he has his gun. I didn't know Tim has a gun. I don't think he can have a gun. He's like, you know where we're going? I think we're going to a cheesesteak spot. I'm saying this gun was like bigger than me.
Tim, you should not have a gun.
Oh, but Mike, you never been to Max's. Once I got there, I was like, thank God.
Thanks for dry snitching, Donnie.
That's Tim's parole officer calling another line. Gun?
Oh my God. Well, maybe your gun was.
So let's get back, Mike.
Somebody put mayo on a steak.
So there we are. Tim got his gun. We're two white guys in Germantown Ave at this steak shop. I'm doing my dining with Donnie thing. I'm talking, and I'm fucking the life of the party. These people are looking at me like I'm a nut. They're pretty special characters over there. I like them though. But we're talking it up, and I said, "You put mayonnaise." They put mayonnaise, and then they cook their cheese, fried onions, and meat all together. It was pretty good. Me and Tim ate them there. The people treated us nice for
mayonnaise. No mayonnaise for me.
Well, right from there, me and Tim went to Tony Luke's. We did a double hitter. Yeah, Tony Luke's was a lot better, right?
You ate 2 cheesesteaks in like a span of what, an hour?
I ate
Two-hand
3 in
slam.
2 hours. I was doing this cheesesteak thing. And if I had a cheesesteak on Monday, then I don't eat another one until Friday. I can't compare them. So I like to eat 3 in a day, and compare them, so I can still taste that.
Wow.
When I was doing this, I was calling up like a couple of my professional eater friends, and they were giving me tips on how to keep going. I was like, and then I went to Sonny's, and that was like kind of the end of my professional eating career. I went to Sonny's. You ever hear of them? They're the steak shop on Second Market. Worst place ever. Kick a baby instead of going to Sonny's. I'll respect you more. The place got me sick. They almost ended my career, and I don't know what career, but they almost ended it. I was sick. I was puking.
They almost ended it before it started.
Sonny's, they did it. I know they were messaging us, telling us to stop talking about them. They were going to sue us. I got a good lawyer. Sue, Tim. I don't care. I'm telling the truth. Mike might not have a lawyer, but Toxic Radio's not going to be around forever anyway.
I represent myself.
Yeah. Are they going to sue me for saying their cheesesteak got me sick?
Did you just say Toxic Radio won't be around forever? Thanks, Donnie. Thanks.
I'm a straight shooter, Mike. You didn't ask me why, because you're going to do something bigger.
Oh, like pineapple only pizza shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have a piece of shit.
You'll have the Latin lover there working for you. He loves it.
Yeah, he'll be eating all the product.
You'll probably put mayo on that too.
How do you like your cheesesteak, Mike? How do you, I'm getting you a cheesesteak. I just made cheesesteaks. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'm making my own cheesesteaks.
I've seen it.
We're actually going to maybe do something pretty cool with them in the near future. Right now, I'm just testing. I'm telling you, I made this cheesesteak. I got to tweak it a little. I made 2 different kinds. It was the best, man. It was good.
I like my cheesesteak with...
I could cook a little, believe it or not.
I like mine fried onions, maybe some peppers on there, but definitely onions, and a lot of ketchup.
What kind of cheese, Mike?
Cheese. Oh, American.
Yeah.
I'll get Whiz on it, but I'd rather American. Whiz is just too messy for me. It's way too messy. The American cheese has more more consistency. It holds the cheesesteak together.
So the cheese. It was funny. I'm really into this cheesesteak thing. So I played college football in Ohio. My roommate out there, my teammate, Chase Russell. He lives out in Myrtle Beach. He's a big old country boy, man. This dude, he was a hell of a football player. Now he calls me up today. He's at the cheesesteak factory eating a Philly cheesesteak. I'm like, you're in Philly? He's like, no, I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And he sent me a picture. First thing I noticed, I told him, to be a good cheesesteak, you know what the backbone of a good cheesesteak is, Mike? Bread. You're right. The bread. That's the first thing you see. It's the first thing that touches your mouth. You can have the best everything else. You got shitty bread. You got a shitty cheesesteak, my friend.
What about Amorosa bread?
That's what I use for my cheesesteak.
Okay, that's awesome. I love that.
They were great, but I got another place in mind. But my buddy sent me this, and that's the first thing. I couldn't get past the roll. He had peppers on there and onions, and once that roll, it was like this big. You need a good roll. Anybody out there, you're looking for a good cheesesteak, find out where to get the rolls. John's Roast Pork, South Philly, they might be the best. They get their rolls. Their rolls are seeded. They're something different. They're so good. Can't think of the name of the bakery. Something with a C. It's on, I think, Oregon Ave. Their rolls. The roll makes the sandwich, brother. The
there
cheese, if you got good meat and a good roll, you can. I don't care what cheese you put on it. I got a cousin who told me I'm not invited to Thanksgiving anymore because I put Cheese Whiz on my cheesesteak. I wasn't going to go to Thanksgiving anyway, Mike. I don't care. I don't like turkey. But that's kind of, Joe Hart. You know what I'm talking about. Because Cheese Whiz, he said that's not the Hart way. You're embarrassing the family.
What? What the hell? That's the way you eat it.
So if you have an extra table, extra seat for Thanksgiving, I'm a good time.
Mike's hosting a Toxic Radio Thanksgiving.
No, we will have the Toxic Radio Christmas party. We've never done a Toxic Radio Thanksgiving. But you know what? With everybody that we have on the station being such foodies and really enjoying their food, we might have to make it happen and put out a big, giant spread. Obviously, it has to be Hungry for Hope approved. the menu that we have.
Well, you know who else we
Fucking right
got?
it does.
One of everybody's favorite guest of ours, El Wingador. El Wingador, I just got off the phone with him. We're doing some cool stuff, man. I love that guy. I really do. He's a
Great
friend,
guy.
but his story, you met him, Mike. When you see him, I got that bullshit detect. I've been around the block, again and again and again. I can tell bullshit. I can tell when somebody's not real about, trying to do better. He's authentic, man. He doesn't bullshit. The dude doesn't lie. You don't like him, you don't like him, and he's a good dude. He's doing great things. He has a great family. He told us about the restaurant he's opening when he was on the show. That got pushed back because of the pandemic, but it's all ready to go. So we're going to talk about that on another show. He's ready to open. I'll let him talk about that, but I would love to do some cool stuff with him, Yeah,
I talked to him when he was here that day about doing some toxic stuff there. Because he's such a great guy. He's got such a great attitude. The energy that he projects is just so awesome that I can't wait to actually go sit down and have a meal there. Not only that, but to have some get-togethers there, and really interact with people over some food at his place.
Wait, Donnie,
people would go just for him too.
You didn't tell Mike that El Wingador wants to fight him?
Well, that was a whole misunderstanding. That was a whole misunderstanding.
I'll just put the sleeper hold on him. You know what I mean?
What happened was I hacked into your Facebook and messaged him and told him his wing sauce was garbage.
You're the one who did that.
Yes.
And saved all those pictures of your nipples, which was very awkward, Tim.
El Wingador's wing sauce is probably the best I ever had. It's so good.
That was a gift for you, Mike.
I just didn't know you had a third one. That was a surprise to me.
We're supposed to keep that a surprise to the listeners, too.
Oh,
Mike.
sorry. But the El Wingador wing sauce, I want to know, with wing sauce, as we keep on talking about food, wing sauce, it's got to be hot enough to make your lips tingle. You got to feel the burn, but not so hot that you can't enjoy the wings. I hate when I go and sit down at a place and order some wings, and they're called hot wings, and they're not hot. They got to have some heat to them.
When I bite into one, I need to know that I'll have 10 minutes once I'm done to find the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ranch or blue cheese?
Neither. I'm not a piece of shit, Mike.
What?
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
You all sound like a bunch. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say what you sound like a bunch of.
You gotta dip. How are you not dipping?
Not a coward. I'm a man, Mike.
It accentuates the flavor. What is wrong with you? You're not human.
He's a man. This is the same guy who almost ended our show because I wanted to bring Johnny the Grill, one of his friends, not my friends, his friends, on the show. Give the guy a break. And now he's a man.
There's levels of standards.
Man enough to have Johnny the Grill on the show. Don't be a man now.
You want to be a man? You want to be a man? You want to step up and show your audience how much of a man you are? Next time you're in studio, next time you're here, I'll make up some wings for us. All right? We'll eat the wings. This time Donnie will take a backseat to the eating. He'll watch me and you duke it out. All right? Let's see who tears up first.
Oh, it's on.
Let's see who goes for the milk. Let's see who goes for the blue cheese because they can't just handle the heat.
Mike, I like your idea. I think we should have. I'm eating some pizza, Tim. Let me live my life. I think we should have a wing eating contest at Toxic Radio.
There we go.
I've already destroyed your studio.
We could do one of two ways. One of two ways, boys. All right? Either we just go all out and a wing eating, we see how many we can eat of the hottest hot wings, or we do it like that very popular YouTube show, Hot Ones.
I love that show.
From mild to extreme hot. I'll put it together. I'll put the plate together. I'll make it all nice and neat. I'll make it look real good. But guess what? I guarantee Tim won't make it to the end.
I'm willing to bet some money. Tim, would you train for this? I know you have. We're having a guest on the show, actually. Tim Witherspoon Jr. You familiar, right, Mike?
Yep.
Boxer. He's the son of two-time heavyweight champion. Yep. Tim Witherspoon.
Yeah,
well, he trains Tim. Tim does some boxing on the side. I think he should train Tim. I'm sure he could train him for the wing eating contest. Kind of the same thing,
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll come up with something.
maybe we'll ask Tim Witherspoon when he comes on the show, probably in like 10 minutes. We'll see what he thinks. Has he ever trained anybody? Because we talked to El Wingador. These guys train. So maybe Tim should train for,
Oh, look, we got people
contest.
want to know the odds. What are the odds on the wing This is going to be a thing, Tim.
My buddy Danny Diamond, he will bet on anything, man. I remember he had a parlay going. It was a girls' softball game, 7-year-olds. I think T-ball they call it. And, he had a parlay, and he hit on it. He had, like, the West Effort Little League over Paulsboro, the under and the over. Danny got some good money out of that. I took the bet for him, but, it was pretty cool. Douglas Supman, man, that guy's a cook. Guy who just one of our awesome viewers. He's one of the best cooks around, man.
Oh, dude.
I'm going to tell Johnny
on the show one day.
We're
going to have him on the show one day. He's great.
One of our good friends that are cooks to cook these wings, so we can really give some promotion, put it out there. But at the end of the day, I will be standing there victorious with whatever.
I'm sure Doug would like to get involved in the. You should see the guy, Douglas Supman. He's actually, I used to do pro wrestling. That's no secret. And him and his son, this guy Doug, he's been following our show. He's a big time chef, and he used to be. His son was one of my biggest fans. They used to come and watch me, and then obviously I messed up a little, and they watched the downfall. They watched the rise and the downfall. Now they love watching what we're doing, and people like him, they really keep me going. He hits me up every once in a while and just tells me, lets me know how proud he is. And sometimes you need to hear that from somebody.
Absolutely.
It feels good. I've had a few people reach out, and they're honest with me. A lot of them were big time fans, and they told me they were upset. They were pissed off at me, and then, they're even more happy now.
Yeah. Well, are you ready to look
in my life?
Are you ready to look over at Tim and tell him how proud you are of him that he made it almost to the end of the wings?
Mike, we should just do this live at El Wingador's place when he opens that up.
If El Wingador is down, I will do this, and I will guarantee I won't even take a sip of water.
What are
you going to drink? Beer? How crazy is that? You remember we had El Wingador in the studio. That was pretty cool. He's a friend. I see him a lot, but it's still. I'm telling you, back in the day, El Wingador. I'll go head to head. He was bigger than most of the Eagles. You had maybe McNabb, but the Eagles were pretty bad, and he was winning championships. They were wing balls. Oh, yeah. We weren't winning nothing. The Eagles, Flyers. I'm telling you, I was at Chickies and Pete's before, and El Wingador was there, and Freddie Mitchell was there. There was a line for El Wingador, people asking for autographs. Nobody wanted to see Freddie Mitchell. He was the star wide receiver.
I mean, this guy, that term star loosely.
When he was in that studio and he was eating the wings and telling us how he used to freeze Tootsie Rolls and chew them to get his jaw ready to eat all them wings. He said it's like an exercise. You can't just eat. What do you eat, like 300 wings? There he is. Bill Simmons, El Wingador. Just got off the phone with him, man. Always a pleasure. But, yeah, he used to train. I think he had water and salads, and he'd go to these Chinese buffets. A couple Chinese buffets. El Wingador, a lot of people know him. He was number 3 professional eater. He's a friend of the show. He won the wing ball 5 times. You got to be from Philly to really understand the wing ball. They started the wing ball, he told us, because we suck so bad at football. So we didn't have the playoffs or the Super Bowl to look forward to. So that week before the Super Bowl, the bye week, they wanted Philly fans to have something to look forward to. So they started this little dingy eating contest. I think like 30 people showed up. It was at the Holiday Inn, maybe. And, when El Wingador was winning, there was like 20,000 people there. Standing room only. They had the strippers, and it was beer and boobs and wings. And it was like all 4 a.m. I used to skip school. I was in like high school. I used to skip school to go drink beer and watch El Wingador eat wings while the strippers from cheerleaders gave them.
For the last 5 years.
I didn't do too good in school, Mike, but I got some good memories from wing ball.
Oh, yeah, dude. We used to ditch work, take off work, go over there, start drinking at like 4:30, 5 in the morning. You get into the stadium, and they weren't serving beer until 7:30. Oh, yeah, dude. I used to love it. I would still be going to this day if they wouldn't have got rid of it. I'd still be going 100%. Look at this guy. I mean, it was a show.
I'll tell you, people don't understand. He was like the biggest celebrity around. And he was so humble, but anywhere he went, people ran up to him because he just had that kind of presence. You know, he was every day. He was one of us.
Yeah.
He was just a hardworking local guy, good dude from the neighborhood. And somehow he became famous off eating wings. He was on KFC commercials. He was on Fox. You know, he was on eating food against bears and shit. You know, he had a restaurant. He had wing sauce.
There's a lot of professional eaters, you know, that come and professional eat that were doing it at the Wing Bowl, that even catapulted them further than they already were. I mean, you know, well, the guy that we just showed, what was his name? I'm trying to remember their names. Greg, I forget.
I would love to hear, you know, Molly Schuler.
Oh, Molly was. I mean,
Molly, if you're watching, I'd love to hear you. She's a fan of the show. Great person. Molly, if you're watching, we would love to know, did the Wing Bowl catapult your pro eating career?
I know that when I went and saw her for the first time, it was the first time I ever heard of her. And the group that I was with like 10 other guys.
Wing Bowl. She's a competitive eater, so everybody knows.
Right.
She's one of the best eaters in the world.
Nobody in my group knew who the hell she was.
And tell everybody what she looks like.
Oh, she's like
100 pounds.
Yeah, like
she's eating what, 500 wings?
Right here, basically her, but not Chinese.
You think of competitive eater, you think of like an ugly heavyset. She's the complete opposite.
Oh yeah,
she's a little petite.
Well, that's
beautiful person, great person. She's eating like 500 wings.
That's the crazy thing.
I don't know the number, but
is you know, you always thought competitive eaters had to be really fat. Like that's just the way you think. If it's a big guy, he's going to eat a lot of food. And you find out as you start learning about their process is no, it's the skinny guys that are able to stretch out their stomachs more because they have less fat pushing on their stomach. They're able to stretch their skin out, which is able to put in more food and quicker. So skinny guys are going to win it more so. So again, Tim, don't come at me.
I'm just wondering his homework. I'm wondering where he got his fucking doctorate at.
Yeah. He got out Wingador one time, and now he's like an expert, you know, Dr. Mike over here.
I don't understand why a scientist has a podcast station. It fucking confuses me.
I wear many hats, sir. Many hats. You're learning about just a couple of them.
They're all ugly.
So, guys, before we get caught up, like I told everybody, we're going to be having Tim Witherspoon Jr. on the show. He's a boxer. He has an amazing story. We'll wait for him to come on to tell. He got a real cool relationship with our own big time Tim Kudras. So whenever Tim's ready, we'll bring him on. No rush.
Nope.
Can't wait to hear from him. I'll let Tim take over.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Hey, Tim Witherspoon Jr. here. What's up, buddy?
None. Can you hear me good? There's no like echo or anything?
Nah, you're good.
Good. How you guys
Donnie,
doing?
you're echoing.
What's up?
Can you hear echo?
We're
Not
good.
when you talk. When I talk, I can hear one. This might be
Tim,
a me
no more
problem.
echoes. Let's get back to business. I'm gonna have to call you big time, and you what I call you, Witherspoon Jr.
Yeah, you can just call me whatever. We'll get to it. I don't know. We'll figure that part out.
I want you and big time Tim Kudras. So tell us your story and this is your time,
real
man.
Quick, I like to kind of find out what I'm getting into. So I've been watching you guys a little bit, and I still don't know what you guys are doing right now.
I don't know what I'm doing either. Tim, I don't know if you know my story. I was a professional wrestler.
Okay.
Fucked it up pretty good.
How did that happen?
I got off the wrong track. I was doing, pretty good. I was on my way to doing what I always wanted to, and got the best of me. I made some bad decisions in life.
Right. And it
I ended up going to jail, messing up. I'm hearing an echo.
That's what I was talking about. But it's not Tim.
Is this better?
Yeah.
It must be my phone.
What kind of phone you got?
Don't I gotta get an iPhone after when T-Mobile opens up. I'm gonna get there.
Tim sells phones, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just something, as a business owner, I'm just running every day, and I know it's a good investment actually to get a higher quality phone, and it's just one of those things that I just never take the time to do. And stop at the store. I could easily do it, or even hit up Tim, but just one of them jerks.
Now, Junior, you said you're a business owner.
Yes.
What's your business? Tell everybody about it.
So I own Witherspoon Boxing and Fitness. It's in Bristol Borough. And I'm pretty much just teaching anyone who wants to learn pretty much what I had to do as a professional fighter. And
so you were a pro fighter, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm retired now for 5 years. Tim comes to the gym. Well, he's a member, and
he's a member.
Yeah.
He doesn't come now.
Well, Tim's the kind of guy that in boxing, there's guys that are training every day, and then there's guys that train when they have a fight. Unfortunately, Tim's one of those guys that trains when he has a fight. Do
you recommend that?
Not at all. He knows better. He knows better.
What's he call that? A weekend warrior, I think they call it.
Yeah, something like that. No, not a weekend warrior. He just, Tim's a scrapper. He has so much potential, but you gotta
big time here, man. I want to hear your story, man.
You gotta put that in every day. That, and if you only give me 2 weeks to prepare you, 3 weeks to prepare you, we're not doing each other justice. What's going on, Mike? I couldn't see you before. I didn't even know you were there.
I took myself out. I was letting you guys do your thing. I'm the producer of this also. I'm trying to find out where this echo is coming from. And it's crazy doing this kind of stuff during a pandemic and not being able to be in the studio. All this crazy stuff can happen.
I will tell you that I did a StreamYard video before, and the same issue happened. So it might be on my side somehow, but I'm like straight with the.
It's the fact that you don't have an iPhone. You get an iPhone right now.
I'm getting one.
I'll meet you at my store.
And work on Tim. He's got to be in the gym every day. Tim, I work out with you at 4 a.m. So right now, because there's no gyms open, I'm working out through VR. I've got a VR headset. Put it on, and I'm boxing in VR.
There's no excuse not to do anything in 2020.
Nope.
There's no excuse to not be able to cook something or not to be able to fix your car. Yeah,
I like what you're saying, but not just do anything. My story is don't just do it. If you're going to do something, do it 100%.
Well,
if Tim's going to go to the gym, do it 100%.
Well, especially if you're going to compete, that you're putting yourself on the line there. So not only do you want to look good, you want to make sure that you're giving yourself the best chance to survive.
You're cutting yourself short if you don't.
If you were wrestling, you're not going to not train and go in there. You're going to get hurt.
I gave up everything in my life to train. I was a college football player. I played a little semi-pro. And then when I got into pro wrestling, I gave up everything. I quit my job. I moved home, and every day I had, I gave into being a pro wrestler. I saw awesome stuff happen because of the dedication. People are like, "Oh, you're lucky." I'm not lucky. You don't get lucky waking up every day busting your ass. That's not luck. That's hard work.
You got to put that.
You were a pro fighter.
Yeah, and right now I'm just trying to. Whoever wants to learn, I'm going to teach them. If Tim wants to be that 2-week training camp guy, we're going to do it. I'm not gonna say let's not go. I'm going to try to do my best in that 2 weeks.
So if somebody wants you to train. Because obviously your dad was a 2-time heavyweight champ. You're pretty cool story, pretty cool name in boxing. I know Chaz, I think he's your cousin.
Yep.
And Big Spoon, his dad.
Yep. We have 5 professional fighters that there's been in my family in the last
this era, you guys are gold.
Yeah, the last 2 generations. So yeah, that's what we do, man. And I'm keeping the name alive right now with the gym, and a lot of people are learning the history and everything like about the past and keeping us relevant as well, which is really important for legacy and stuff like that.
How would somebody, if they wanted to train with you, how would they go about it? Could they contact you or?
Well, any way they can. I have people hitting me up on every form of social media. Go into our website, www.witherspoonboxing.com.
Witherspoonboxing.com.
Yep. Just call in the gym. I don't know the number offhand. But you can find it on our website. Google is a powerful thing right now, and if you search boxing gyms in Bristol Borough, it'll come up. Yeah, there we go, right there. Figure it out.
Witherspoonboxing.com.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Well, Tim,
You guys are on Canal Street, right? 925 Canal Street?
925 Canal
We
Street.
did our homework. You didn't, Tim.
Yeah, Tim. I don't know which Tim you're talking about, but it's all right.
Oh, you're junior. He's big time. And the number is 215-458-8773.
There you go.
And you can find you on Facebook. I'm sure if somebody wants to
everything. Twitter, WS_boxing on Instagram and Twitter. We're on Facebook. You'll easily find us. You can go on my regular page, which I think I have you guys casted out right now. TimWitherspoonJr.com. I'm just everywhere right now. I'm on your show. Just doing it.
You don't know what our show is.
I
eat cheesesteaks. We do good views though, Tim. We had like 6,000 people last week.
Yeah. What was the show last week?
I produced it. I don't even know what the show is.
I don't go over nothing. I don't plan nothing. I just get on here
and just
I shoot the shit. I bring on great people like you. That helps.
Well,
I let Tim share his story.
So, like the cheesesteak thing. The bread and the cheese, the bread and the meat are definitely the most important. All right. But if you get some cheap dollar store processed cheese on that is definitely going to kill your vibe, man. That cheese on anything is going to kill your vibe. You can put that cheese, just eat it raw, and you're going to have problems.
Well, how do you like your cheesesteak? What cheese do you like?
I'm not really picky. I think really, if you're a cheesesteak snob, you
just call me a snob, brother?
No, a cheesesteak snob shouldn't be. You should be open to all kinds of cheesesteaks, man. Chicken cheesesteaks. Trying everything. And if you're from this area, you should be trying every cheesesteak there is to offer, except if the cheese is shady.
Shady. If the cheese looks like Big Time Tim, don't eat it.
Don't eat it. There's a lot of shady cheese out there.
Pick out like an ankle bracelet on, probation officer, little hoopty, it's shady. Asking to borrow $1, selling Newports. Don't eat it.
Sunglasses on in the club.
We all know a shady cheese. Yeah, sunglasses on inside.
You should never wear sunglasses inside.
That's the kind of cheese we don't want to eat,
Yeah. We don't want that kind of cheese on the show.
By the way, I can't eat cheesesteaks right now because with being quarantined, I'm back on my keto to make sure I don't walk out with keto weight or with the quarantine weight after this is all over.
Yeah, you got to maintain. This was hard. Not to kill the vibe and be serious, but that's what's hard.
That's what we're all about. We go from funny, we go from tears to laughter and everything in between.
That's what is so hard for people right now. They really don't understand that you can work out with nothing in your living room. I use the analogy of people in jail, getting in crazy shape. Right now is the time to really focus on your fitness and get a jump start, because once those gyms are open, you might not even be able to go in. If you're at home, try to work out, do something. There's so many workouts out there. And like you said earlier, it's 2020. There's no excuse to not be able to do anything or look up the right diet for yourself. So that's what I've been doing 3 days a week. We've been doing live videos from Facebook just for free, posting them out to whoever wants to tune in.
On your Facebook? How do I find them? That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's Witherspoon Boxing at Facebook.com.
You're doing this completely for free.
For free. Because everybody's hurting right now,
I'm in the business. I know a lot of business owners are hurting. We've had a lot on the show. And for you to do that, you're not making anything out of your hurting. That shows the kind of character you have.
Well, I'm gonna give back.
Big time. Let the other Tim talk.
I'm real big on. I'm real big on energy, so I know that giving this out is gonna come back to me, and I'm not really worried about it because my business network is pretty strong and they're supporting me right now. My support system at home is supporting me. So I'm one of the lucky ones. I know that a lot of our neighbors aren't really this lucky right now.
People are hurting, man.
They're hurting. So and this is my craft, and if I can help people have a little bit of normalcy for an hour a day, what the heck, So we've been doing that. And so back to the point that I was going to make is that there's no excuse. You can work out.
No excuse.
I'm a big gym buff. I've been killing it. I've been going nuts without the gym, but I've been working out at home, doing whatever I can. I was out of work. They shut us down. We do concrete in Philly. They shut us down for a while. I had no work, no gym, but I stayed positive because that's my whole life now. That's kind of what the show's about.
You still hit your push-ups?
Yeah, it's no secret. I was locked up a little. I know how to do it.
I didn't know that until now, but it's cool.
Yeah, now you know. Walking out.
Now it's not a secret.
It's not a secret now.
You don't read the news?
It's not a secret. I've never been to jail. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I've never been to jail.
Okay.
So Tim,
there's nothing wrong going to jail. There's something wrong if you go and don't learn.
There you go.
I couldn't be happier. The life I live today, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for some of the obstacles I had to go through.
Right.
It sucks and I regret a lot of it, but I wouldn't change it.
Where are you from?
I grew up over in South Jersey.
Okay.
Over by Deptford.
He didn't want to say the specific city. I guess he got somebody looking for him or something. He's in South Jersey, a roundabout area.
Are you a cop, guys?
Between Camden and Atlantic City, brother. Somewhere around there.
Witherspoon streetwise, I can tell.
Yeah, nah, not at all. I'm streetwise because I'm mature and smart, but I'm from the suburbs.
Where you from, Tim?
I'm from Bucks County, Fairless Hills.
All right, yeah, I used to do some wrestling shows at the Fairless Hill YMCA.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I was a member there for a
few
years. Yeah, it's cool. One of my trainers, one of my employees, she's an employee there as well. That's like the Bucks County YMCA. So I wanna, I might want to dabble in a little wrestling myself, man. What do you say, Tim? What's up?
Yeah, you heard about Big Time just got his pro wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about this before.
We talked about it.
Yeah,
and now
we went to a couple
am I hearing this right? Tim Witherspoon Jr. The boxing fame wants to get involved in pro wrestling.
I need something to do. I keep challenging myself. I'm Tim. I like to brag about running. I'm doing these
running.
Yeah, I'm doing.
There's only two reasons to run: if you see lights or smoke. My house is on fire and the cops. Besides that, why would I run?
Because it's way easier than getting punched in the face. It's way easier than that.
I disagree.
No,
I like this guy.
I'm running and I'm not the best at it, but I'm getting fulfillment in that.
The best at what? Running?
Yeah. I'm completing 10-mile races and half.
Oh, you like compete? You do like?
No, I don't compete. Only with myself. That's pretty much.
That's the hardest competitor, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm bowling now, but
you do it all.
I'm number one in that, but why can't I be like the Philadelphia area professional wrestling champ too?
What do you bowl, Tim?
My average was 180 before all this happened. So I bowled a couple of 230 games and stuff like
That's
that.
crazy. Corona even affected Tim Witherspoon Jr. bowling career.
Everything, life.
It's affecting everything.
Yeah, I know. And I was on pace. We were in first place, me and my partner.
You're in like a league.
Oh yeah, charity league. We raise money for different charities and stuff like that.
That's awesome, man. With the pro wrestling thing, we have some great guys we haven't announced yet that are involved with us. And me and Big Time, we're not doing anything half-ass. We're putting everything we have into it. We're looking for people who are, no jabronis. People have the attitude you do.
Right.
We could help with the wrestling part. You don't need to be the best wrestler. You need to have that fucking, that mentality of a winner.
You mean like jumping off the rope into the crowd? Like that kind of thing? I thought you meant like being about, because I did I think that
you're an athlete, so you're gonna pick it up.
Well, yeah, I'm not worried about that.
But we're not gonna put you in the ring if you're not trained. We don't do that.
I'm more, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm more
other
of a
companies. They
professional.
do that. They put these guys.
We will give you a chair.
And they call themselves pro wrestlers, and they get belts and.
Yeah.
They're
no. So I'm a professional at whatever I do. I'm not gonna
you are.
go in
I
there
can tell.
and embarrass myself. I would actually want to be the champ, and to be the champ, you have to do a lot of things correctly. And I know these promoters wouldn't put me on if that was the case.
And if you watch WWE, sometimes you have to be prepared to embarrass yourself in the ring.
Go by yourself.
But Witherspoon, some people, promoters, would put you on because they don't care. They're just like, Witherspoon, they don't care about you.
Yeah, but I'm not going in there. Look, I just watched Dark Side of the Ring with New Jack. I'm not just going in there.
He's a friend of mine. Great guy, man.
Oh yeah,
he's a nice, but he's real. He doesn't lie about who he is.
Right. I tweeted.
If you're a nutcase, but you tell me you're not, then I don't like it. I hate liars.
Yeah, I tweeted.
But if you're like, hey, I'm crazy,
and he got right back to me. He seems to stay in touch with everybody that wants to.
He's kind of scary when you meet him. I'm a pretty big dude. On my wrestling days, I'm like 6'4", 300 pounds, fucking muscles on muscles.
Right.
I did a show, and we had New Jack there. Signing autographs and stuff, and I'm going on early. I just started. I'm like second match. Intermission, people are looking for it. They're like, I had a mohawk. They're like, the big white guy with the mohawk. New Jack wants you. I'm like, fuck, man. No, I don't want to fight the guy, but I'm thinking, why does New Jack want me?
Right.
I heard stories. He killed guys.
Yeah.
So I tied my boots, and I was ready to get an ass kicking.
Really?
You know what he says to me, Tim? He said, you came out to the ring, and you were probably the scariest, best-looking wrestler I've seen in a long time on Independence. I'm all excited. He's like, you got in the ring, you were a pussy.
Oh.
Like, excuse my language.
Yeah.
But that's what he said. I don't like the curse.
Hey, well.
I was going to call Mike that earlier, and I stopped myself.
But, he told me the truth. He didn't lie to me. Other people would have lied.
So
did once I got in the ring, I didn't have that same...
did you grow after
adrenaline.
that?
So that made me go back to the drawing board, and I started. He said he'd come train me and help me keep that.
Right,
I was like Ultimate Warrior coming out. You remember him coming out?
Yeah.
He was out of breath by the time he got in the ring. That's what I used to do. I was in the crowd. I was shaking. I had veins popping out. I had baby oil on. I took this pretty serious. It was my living.
Right.
And,
so there's a wrestling organization right down the street from the gym. It's not an organization, but
the Worldwide Dojo, Cheeseburger from Ring of Honor.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bristol.
Exactly. I had a couple.
They were actually pretty big time, believe it or not.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And I feel
they're having some rough waters right now, but they were like one of the top promotions in the world.
Wow. Yeah. He said that he took it over. I guess Cheeseburger took it over from someone else.
Now for everybody to know, Cheeseburger, he's not one of our food things. He's a professional wrestler and a trainer.
Right. And he came over to the gym, and I was just like, look, man, we need to, stick together. We're two young guys. I'm running the boxing gym, you're running the wrestling gym. But I had no idea how big his organization was at the time, and I don't even know about wrestling gym etiquette. That's like something maybe you could only do in boxing.
But at least you care about it.
Oh yeah,
there's
definitely.
people who are pro wrestlers who don't know etiquette, don't care about it. And you got that mentality where you respect the business.
Oh, definitely.
Like I was told old school. I was trained
I respect the sport as well. I know that if I got into the sport, that there's going to be a lot of bumps and bruises and a lot of uh,
If
injuries
you
and
do it the
stuff
right
like
way.
that. Yeah,
We'd love to
exactly.
show you. We have some great guys who are going to be our trainers. They've run all over the world. Some of them were WWE. They're going to hopefully help some of our guys. We actually got a couple pro MMA fighters.
Yeah, where you
One guy I'm
training
real
at?
excited about.
In
He's
Jersey?
coming in the wrestling. This guy was an ass kicker.
Well, he probably knows Tim. He probably knows him. Lex Ludlow.
Oh yeah, I know Lex. He's been at the gym. I've known him
He
for a
got
few
that
years.
same mentality you got.
Oh yeah, he's a character though.
That's-
Yeah.
All wrestlers are, brother.
He doesn't even need a persona. Just Lex Ludlow. That's,
Oh, he got this whole persona. He's really into it, man. I see if he sticks to it, you know, we're our biggest enemy, you know.
Oh yeah.
I had
yeah.
everything lined up to be great, and I was worrying about everything else. I never thought about me.
Right.
And, you know, I stumbled on myself, nobody else.
Yeah.
So if Lex does what he wants and what he says, I think he could take the pro wrestling world by
he
storm.
has he has children now. Maybe that'll motivate him.
And he's he's a legit tough guy. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
we're looking for. We're looking
Definitely.
for the old school days of pro wrestling when the guy in the ring could beat the guy up in the stands.
Right. All right,
Now
so
I see fans that look tougher than the guys in the ring.
can I tell you my initial thoughts of my persona and my first match and everything that's going through my mind?
So this is when you debut for our wrestling
My
promotion.
debut. Yeah, but you guys gotta.
You're going to be
debut
involved
me.
before that, though, man. I can see you on the
Yeah,
microphone.
no problem. You
We're
gotta
going to be seeing a lot of you, kid.
You gotta debut me as Tim Witherspoon Jr., the professional fighter, and I gotta be cocky, kind of Floyd Mayweather-esque. And then as soon as I get in the ring, I get neutralized by the real wrestler, and I gotta fight through that. You know.
That's cool.
I
You have
think
a
that-
legit, guy who's skilled in
who's skilled, and then
wrestling.
I'm coming in thinking because I'm a fighter that I'm gonna do damage to him, but nah, that doesn't go like that. I'm in there and I gotta actually figure it out. You know.
But I like the fact that you have such a fighting background. That's what I like about Lex. And
Yeah.
pro wrestling, it helps so much having that background as a pro athlete.
Definitely.
Even my football and amateur wrestling background helped me. Where I trained at, they really didn't train people unless you were like, a lot of our guys were ex-UFC, pro football, Olympic wrestlers.
Right.
We're athletes.
Right. A lot of those guys in the WWE, they've been athletes before.
Yeah, a couple of my training partners in there, and these guys were world-class athletes. Like I used to train at the Monster Factory in Paulsboro, right where Taz is from.
Okay, yeah.
And Larry Sharp trained Bam Bam Bigelow, King Kong Bundy, Big Show. You couldn't train with him unless he picked you.
Right.
And I seen people walk in his gym. He died when he was running. I seen people walk in his gym with $5,000. I want to wrestle. And he put him through a thing. And he's like, no, you don't have it. They said this is my dream. This is all I ever wanted to do. They're out of shape. They have no amateur wrestling background. And they don't look good. Like, this is your dream and you've done nothing? It was my dream. When I came in, I was jacked. I had a fucking mohawk. I had a persona. I had this goofy gold chain. And I bought a Hot Topic.
Right.
All they
I
had
see
to
it
do was
every
teach me how to
day.
wrestle. Nothing else.
I see
Like,
it
I
every
was
day
cracked
in
to the
boxing,
gills.
A lot of people, and I'm not one to kill anyone's dream. If you come into my gym,
You got to be real.
yeah, well,
A dream's nothing if you're not willing to put in what it takes.
Exactly.
It's embarrassing to guys like you or me who actually gave everything. And
what I let
lost a lot
people
of
know
stuff
is,
pursuing it.
I let them know that look, I got all the tools for you. Now it's your turn to give me what the rest of it. I come 50%, you come, with yours. And if you don't give me that, then no. But I believe in everybody when they come through the door at first. I don't care if it's your grandma. I'm like, yo, let me make you champ. You know what I mean?
You would train my grandma, Tim.
Your grandma, I'll have her knocking you right out, bro.
So you're gonna dig her up. You're gonna dig her up.
Dig her up. Oh yeah, those
you're
are my
crazy.
favorite. Those are my favorite.
We brought this guy on. Now he wants to box my dead grandma.
Easy.
Tim
easy,
Goodness,
yo.
man. Every time we bring, you're done booking the host, the guest. I like you, Tim. I saw you had a career in our wrestling promotion. It all.
My
One wrong
bad,
move
man.
can
My
mess up
bad.
everything.
Hey, but if I could
We
do
went
that,
from friends to you beating up my dead grandma.
It might make you happy. You never know. We gotta look at the bright side.
Nah, but serious, back to the point you said, like how you give everybody that shot. Sometimes people just need that one person.
Yeah.
to believe in them, to give them.
Exactly.
That's what I do. I've noticed, like, even when I was down and out, a lot of the people who were around me when they thought I was going to be this famous millionaire wrestler, they were gone. They weren't reaching out to me. I needed them more than ever.
Right.
When I was wrestling, they were reaching out every day. Let me get a ticket. Let me get this. They thought.
Trust me.
But when I needed them, nothing. So sometimes, I do a lot of stuff. We go out to the homeless shelter, me and Tim. We feed people. I speak to any kids going through hard times because I can't change my past, but I can change them from going through stuff.
Exactly. I can relate to you, Donnie. When I retired from boxing, a lot of people don't really know the journey that it took me to get to where I'm at today. The last year of school I completed was 10th grade. I left school in 11th grade to be a professional fighter.
Not to cut you off, Tim, but you went to 10th grade. That's the highest education.
Well, I have a GED. I have a GED.
And today you're a business owner.
Yeah,
a family guy, somebody in the community who's doing great. That's amazing. Not to cut you off, but that has to be spoken.
Exactly. But when I retired from boxing, though, like you were saying, those phone calls weren't coming in. There was nobody there, and all I had was a GED. So I had to hustle and grind, and
it's scary,
Well, I felt like
you give up or you get up.
And I had kids, so I got up and I did everything I could. I went an hour away to train people. I trained people in their houses. I trained them at the park. I had a gym where I would train people, and I just did whoever said that they wanted to learn, I would teach them. And then all of a sudden, someone believed in me to the point to where they helped me get to where I'm at right now, owning my own space.
Why they probably believed in you? Because they saw what you might have not even saw in you. Like, you can teach somebody how to punch and throw a jab. You can't teach them to have that heart and that mentality you have. That's exactly what we're looking for in our wrestling company.
And I show up on time.
That's what it's all about.
Showing up on time.
I learned the business. It really goes a long way.
Definitely.
I've seen people lose some pretty cool stuff because they were late. It's disrespectful.
Definitely.
Same thing in the wrestling world.
That's the number one killer in the fitness world. For a personal trainer.
I did personal training for.
You got to be early. If not for anything, it makes you look like you were doing something before they showed up.
Yeah, if you're early, you look presentable, you look the part, dress good.
Ready.
You might not be a good trainer yet, but you got to fake it until you make it. Now, if I'm late, I don't look good. I'm dirty. I'm not shaved, and I'm a bad trainer. Then
not gonna get it. Got nothing.
But at least if and then I can learn. Like I said, you can teach somebody how to do stuff like that. But there's certain things you can't teach. I never taught anybody how to get a heart.
Right.
Never taught anybody how to have that perseverance. So when your whole world falls apart, to get back up and smile and keep on going. You can't teach that to somebody.
That's something that
it was hard to teach myself. There was things
you lived through it, and then once you live through it,
I know. What are you gonna do?
You realize that anybody can get through it once you feel you got through it. You realize you see what other people saw in you. You see it in everybody else now because you realize
it's like the circle coming back around.
Yeah, and it might have been hard at the time, but you realize when you got out of it, man, that was I made it a little bit harder than it had to be.
And then I look at other people who've done so much greater things than me, and I hear their story, and then I feel like, hold up, I'm complaining about my story. I got a rough story, but I can't feel sorry for myself. There's people who overcame so much more and done so much greater things. So never make an excuse for anybody out there. I know everybody's going through hard times. We like to spread some hope. Man, don't look for an excuse, man. Bad days don't last. I'm telling you that. I'm living proof, man. I was locked up facing life in prison a few years ago, Tim. I lost everything. I was living my dream. I was almost there. I was there basically, Tim. It was
right.
I lost my brother, and I
messed up with New Jack.
Exactly. I'm not blaming him, but and I could have sat there, and I could have called it. All right, I tried, but after a while, sitting there in a jail cell, you lost everybody. I lost everything.
Right.
And the only person to blame was me. There wasn't nobody else. It wasn't like I could blame somebody else. Exactly. That's the worst when you finally realize, but it's also the best thing.
Right, and
you
pick yourself up, right? And now look at you.
Yeah.
You're talking to me.
Talking to the next heavyweight champion of the professional
No, I'm not
wrestling
heavyweight,
world.
man. Oh.
But not to get into this, but just don't give up, people. Tim's great example of not giving up.
I'm adjusting my camera real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. So the thing is I'm only like 175 pounds. So,
but you got a good jab, cuz.
Yeah, but Tim knows my body type. I'm skinny. I'm not built like Hulk Hogan.
That was who got me into wrestling. That's what I tried to look like.
Yeah, that's who you're trying to look
I'm not
like.
as big as I was then, but I still take pride in.
Right.
And get my body in top shape. And,
right.
I don't do pro wrestling anymore. And I'm in the gym more than some of these guys who are pro wrestlers every day.
Because you don't have that stress on you anymore. You don't have that stress on you anymore of the competing and stuff like that. Kind of makes it a little bit easier.
Kind of a little relaxing and, sitting on the sidelines, right, training like you are.
Exactly.
I'm getting involved, training some people. It's cool because we got this in our blood, I love, the only thing I wanted to do since I was 5 years old was pro wrestling.
Right.
Everybody laughed at me. They said, grow up. I'm 25 trying to pursue a pro wrestling dream.
Right.
I didn't tell a lot of people about it because it was kind of embarrassing. But like my loved ones, my mom.
Did you see the Mick Foley story?
Yeah.
He started as a kid.
I met his trainer, Dom DiNucci.
Right.
Up in Pittsburgh. He said he was the worst guy who ever walked into his gym. Mankind. Athletic ability in the ring, he was the worst.
Right.
And he refused to give up.
Yeah.
He was sleeping in his car. He was driving, like 6 hours?
Something like that. That's
Getting
crazy.
there Friday night.
Yeah.
Mankind, Mick Foley, pro wrestler.
So who's your top 5 wrestlers?
Well, Legion of Doom. Let's knock 2 of them out. The tag team.
Okay.
They're the guys who got me into. I had a Mohawk. I was at them and Hulk Hogan. There's 3.
Okay.
Then you got to put Ric Flair.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go with Andre the Giant.
Okay. All right.
But you got guys like the Attitude Era guys, Stone Cold and The Rock.
Right.
It's cool. I got to meet some of these guys, not all of them, but work with them, and I can never be more thankful for. I didn't become the WWE champion, but I gave it a fucking shot, Tim.
Right. Hey, shit. Shoot, you got me cursing.
I hate that. Sometimes when you're getting personal, you're telling, I speak all on emotion.
Me and Tim, we used to have a show on Fox Sports, and they used to piss him off because we weren't allowed to curse.
So you guys co-hosted the show on Fox Sports Radio?
And before all this, it was called In the Gym, and
So what I'm dealing with right now.
Exactly.
You probably had Johnny the Grill call up too. You met Johnny the Grill. Oh my God, the guy who used to cook crack. Tim's.
What? I couldn't bring him. So this is the point. I couldn't bring him to Fox. We had to.
He can't bring Johnny the Grill. He cooks pizza now. He took his crack skill. He cooked crack in Kensington. We're not proud of our past. Tim met him and but the guy changed his whole life. He worked, not his whole life, but he doesn't cook crack anymore, I don't think.
Not anymore. All right.
Cooks pizza.
I got you.
It's inspiring shit,
What I was gonna say is I forget it. I forget. You got me on that one. I forget.
You were talking about your show. Tim couldn't curse.
Yeah, he couldn't curse in our first show. Was it our first show?
That's pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let me talk nice about him because before all this happened, I was going to negotiate bringing the show back. Fox, we love you.
Witherspoon, we got to get you to Top Radio when they open back up. Tim Saul, this is top of the line. It's the best.
He
this
asked
guy,
me.
Mike, and he has producers. I feel like I'm a star.
Right. He asked me to come and do it. I'm a little busy, in the distance, but I definitely
I love when a guy like himself a little busy. This guy is like pro boxer, owns a gym, helping the community, giving back. Yeah, I'm a little busy saving the world, brother.
Just a little busy being a superhero, but
the cape comes off.
But I'll pencil you guys in, and we'll get a show in.
We're going to be seeing a lot of you from the wrestling thing. We're going to be starting that up.
Definitely.
We're going to start announcing. We got some pretty cool guys, and we're hand selecting these guys. We're not.
You got any venues?
We actually we do. I just got off the phone. El Wingendorf, you know El Wingendorf?
Yeah, he was at one of my fights.
He's a great guy. He's a good friend.
Got a photo op with him.
Yeah, he's on our show.
Right,
see, we're big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually he helped me with the Awesome Arena. We're in the middle of talking about. I just got off the phone with them, and we're doing. Like I said, we're not doing anything half-assed, man.
Right.
We're putting time, money, effort.
You have to.
We're putting the right guys around us.
You have to.
We also have a nice venue at 925 Canal Street. Nice
that's why I'm a businessman. That's why I threw that out there. You got any venues? We got some
great idea. Doing something, checking it out.
And if you wanted to do an outside show, take a chance on an outside show. We have a nice area. I promoted an amateur boxing match outside the gym in this nice space. And I really want to do something like that again. Hopefully, when this thing is all over,
I'm sure you're going to do it, man. You're the kind of guy I would never bet against.
But Tim needs to come in, and we need to work together. This will be a good opportunity to bring some more wrestling. Maybe Cheeseburger will want to get involved as well. So one of his guys, they do come to the gym.
You're talking about the food or the guy from Ring of Honor?
The wrestler, yeah, the Ring of Honor.
He's like the size of a cheeseburger too, right? Great wrestler, my man.
I have not watched him wrestle, but I went to one of the matches with Tim. Me and him went, and my son.
He dresses up as a cheeseburger, right?
I guess.
He's very respected in the business.
He didn't wrestle. He didn't
He
wrestle.
just
he didn't wrestle when you were there. Yeah, he's a well-respected trainer.
Right. Him and they have a lady from Japan, I think Suki something or other. Yeah. Good guys. But I think, bringing wrestling, and this is what I tried to do when I was talking to him. This is what I was trying to do when I was talking to him. I was trying to bring, his business more to the forefront of Bucks County and Bristol, because I know a lot of people know about Ring of Honor in other places, but they don't know about you in your own neighborhood. That's kind of rough,
Exactly.
So that's what I was trying to do, and I would like to bring wrestling to Bristol Borough and let the public know that it exists, along with boxing in my boxing gym. If you guys are having these businesses, I don't understand why you should stay underground with the wrestling. I'm not saying that it's underground.
Probably doesn't have a pro wrestling license.
Well, and me and you, we talked to him. I'm not trying to put it all out there. Cheeseburger, I want to work with you, Cheeseburger. I want to work with you. But we have the opportunity to make something big in Bristol Borough, and it's untapped. And I don't see why me and you, Tim and Donnie and Mike shouldn't make something happen.
Well, we could definitely.
Donnie, we're getting
charged
by the minute. We're in overtime.
Thank you.
What was that, Tim? The whole grandma thing.
Tim had something to say. I couldn't.
I was saying to Donnie, we're getting charged by the minute here in overtime.
All right, Tim, man. I could talk to you all night. We're gonna have you back.
No problem.
Looks like we're gonna might see you in the professional wrestling ring.
Yeah, well, you know what? Tim got to come back to the gym. He's paying for it. He's paying for it.
Yeah.
Let me curse real quick.
Shout out to you for freezing those payments during the coronavirus. I know it's been tough for you, but being a member of the gym, I know the payments have been frozen.
I'm going to do you one better. Man. Tim's not going to come. Me and Tim are going to come. We'll see you soon.
That's it.
Guys, you can check out all Tim's stuff. We gave you all the information. I'll post it on our page. Witherspoon Jr. is awesome having you, man. I love what you're doing. Keep it up, man. Have a great night.
Appreciate it. You guys have a good day and be positive. All right, good night.
See you, brother.
Good night.
Well, yeah, Tim, you did it there. He was a lot better than Johnny the Grill.
There's no echo. Damn it, that Tim.
You're echoing a little bit.
What I did last time. We plan on having him on for 15, but when the guy's talking so good, I'm never going to tell him to stop, man. We should have got him on at 7. I
Absolutely.
never really met the guy. This is the first time. Obviously, I know about him. I know some of his family. They're like, I don't know if you know about him. Like they're like boxing royalty. The
Oh no,
Witherspoons,
I've
but that
heard
was
the
cool.
name. I know the name. I know the boxers. I'm not like I discussed before that I'm not a huge boxing fan. I'm more of a wrestling fan. That's I think why.
Did you
Well,
just
you heard it
quote?
here
Did you
first.
just air quote boxing?
Well, because I like boxing in like video games. Like in my VR, I will box the hell out of everybody I come against.
Yeah, we seen
And
you trying to pull that
Well,
out to
Mike,
talk about it. I'd have
you heard
kept
it
that
here
shit down.
first. Pro boxer Tim Witherspoon Jr. You're going to see him in our pro wrestling federation that we're going to be announcing some upcoming stuff real soon.
No, that's
To
huge.
make
That's
him
a
and
big
Lex a
deal.
tag team.
We got legit ass kickers, and we got some of the best pro wrestlers in the independents too. We're going to do a combination.
No, it's exciting. It's very exciting.
Having a guy like him, a pro boxer, guy who, that's some cool stuff, man.
Oh no, that is a huge get to have just the name that people recognize, and he's all on board. He's got his thing going on. You guys got your thing going on. You put them together. It's gonna be amazing.
Well, man, this was a great show. I know we ran a little over time. Hey, you got a good guess. You're feeling it. We had to go. I want to end this on just everybody. We mentioned it. You saw Tim, man. I know he looked great, but he's a business owner. I know personally.
I do
Probably
look
pretty
great.
tough for him, man. But you saw the energy he had and how positive and all the giving back he was doing. Somebody like him and everybody else I see, just stay positive, guys. This is going to get better. Things are going to get better. Tough people last. Tough times don't. Don't give up, guys. This is Hungry for Hope. Big time Tim Kudris, Reckless Donnie Hart, and Toxic Mike. And we're out of here, guys. Stay safe. We love you all. Stay hungry.